Welcome back, everyone, to another Friday live stream in Euro Truck Simulator 2. Oh, wow. Duck, if you're in the audience, and I think you probably are, I was confused. I forgot y'all don't have access to that voice chat without the role, and I didn't give it out. So, let's see. Okay, whatever. Anywho, so, let's see who's here early and on time, shall we? Phantom 6767 is here, was here early. I hope he's still here. Wiz Nation is here. Matt Wolter is here. Rick Rashid is here and taunting Nightbot. Ken Beard is here. Trucker Kitty is here. Lurch is here, and he's in the Discord with me to read your chat.
Do not adjust your ears or whatever. I am actually here on a Friday.
Striker M11 is here. Matt, oh, you already, never mind. Let's see. Lobo 1G is here. Matthew Roth is here. Greg Ulray is here. And yeah, I already mentioned Rick Rashid. And yes, I did take your advice and added Trucker Kitty a couple weeks ago. Road Trip Nerd is here. Nightbot is here. So watch your P's and Q's, Rick Rashid, and turn off that caps lock key and don't spit out too many emojis like Rick Rashid, or you will, or Nightbot will get you. Let's see.
We're looking at you, Rashid.
That's right. We're looking at you. All right. Mr. Rigid Truck Driver with your steer wheels in the air. Okay. Let's see here. I am gonna, by the way, I'm planning to do the runners-up drawing at the end of the stream, so stick around for that. We'll also do a summary of how our virtual trucking company did last month. Let's see. So we got Isabella Hagloff, Rob Strucker, aka Lurch, Bedrock, our top ATS driver for February 2023. Bill Welburn, Nicholas, Susan Arthur, our top Euro truck driver for April 2025. XLT 588 Gaming, Omega Sunrise, our top Euro truck driver for January 2024. Trucker Kitty, Norwegian Trucker Nicholas. Big Isle 2424, our top ATS driver for March 2025. And our top ATS driver for all of 2023. More rigid trucks until STS brings them out. Got it. Tasmified, Trucker King 2010, Johnny Hansen, Lobo 1G, our top ATS driver for July 2024. Pugwash, our top Euro truck driver for April 2024. Wim55, our top ATS driver for March 2024. Harlan, Taurus Have Ice Bear, our top Euro truck driver for August 2023. FTG Mike B, David Long, aka Shorty, our top Euro truck driver for September 2024. All right. Let's see. So I need to get moving right away because this load is going to take a while. The Trucky says it could take an hour and 39 minutes. That's without any delay. So where are we? What are we doing? We are, let's look at the map. We are in Bosnia Herzegovina, technically. And we are taking, for the All Europe Challenge, we're taking a load up to Belgium. And I am on the server. So for those of you who have who are in the Discord and have this convoy certified role, you want to get on the server and drive by, not a convoy, this isn't a convoy, but if you want to drive by, blow your horn, flash your lights, wave out the window, do silly stuff as I drive by, that would be great. I see Ducky is in here. And Ducky, I am going to change the time to daylight here as soon as I am ready to go. Yeah, I saw your post about that, Rick. That was crazy. Okay, let me get in the truck. Get her fired up. What time is it anyway? Oh, it's 2 a.m. All right, Ducky, I'm gonna change the time to daylight in 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Which would be why, Rashid, he made the comment about Mr. Rigid Truck with your steer tires in the air.
Right. That is exactly right. So what are we pulling here? We've got aluminum profiles, whatever that means. Looks like steel I-beams to me. $16 tons of these things.
Ducky was lucky, says Rashid. And then Ducky says, ouch, I'm blinded.
So I don't have a full clock, but I'm pretty full. Had to drive over here from Sarajevo to get this load. We're leaving Boone. I thought we were in Mostar. Hold on a second. I can't look at that. Yeah, I thought we were in Mostar. Look at that. Neat. So speed limit 70. I guess I could pick it up a bit.
Striker says we could use rigid mods. Doesn't that possibly skew the hauled weight because you can load more stuff when combined with the longer trailers?
Not sure I understand that. No, I am sure. I don't understand that. But I was also wondering why I got a no headlights usage. Didn't realize that the game reset my headlights to off.
Ducky is saying if anyone wants to join him, he's in the ETS2 convoy chat.
Oh. Kind of struggling to get up this hill. This is only 16 tons. I don't know what's up with that. It's a relatively light load. Can't go right. Yes, we are going right here.
Pugwash is here, says evening all. Hope we are all having a good weekend.
Hey, Pugwash. Okay, while we're doing this, let me see if I can get a couple shout outs done. JJ Man 1982. Thor Rasmussen, our top Euro truck driver for January 2025. And our top Euro truck driver for all of 2023.
Greg Allray says I usually use my four-way lights in my truck game along going really slowly up hills.
Yep. Actually, that's a good idea. And I pretty much always did that in real life if I was going uphill on a highway, if I was doing less than 45 miles an hour. What just happened? Nick. A lot of traffic. Do you know why? Because I'm on the server and we've got server traffic limited to 5 AI vehicles per player. So that means, since I'm by myself, that I'll only see 5 vehicles max.
At least until Ducky gets close.
Yeah, and then the max will be 10 because it's 5 each. It's 90, huh? Well, I don't know that I'm comfortable with that, but maybe I could pick it up a bit, make up some time. This is a long run. We've still got 1,770 kilometers to go. This is why I set my cruise control at 85, because I figure there's going to be some downhill slopes. I want to get going too fast. It's because you can do 90 doesn't mean you should.
Mihai says don't rock the boat too much. Greg Allray says I'm trying to take it easy. Last Friday night I was hospitalized due to an AFib attack.
Well, that's scary. Being in the hospital is no fun.
Ken Beard says no race miles.
Right. Don't want race miles. Yeah, that's why I don't even want to get up to, set my cruise control at 90 even, because it going down a slope like this, I could lose control and not realize it until it's too late.
Wondering what AFib means. Atrial
Believe it.
fibrillation.
Yeah, it has has to do with a heart condition, I think.
Yeah.
Not quite a heart attack, I think. This is some pretty country. Now, I'm not running pro mods because I'm on the server. So I'm on my convoy profile, or I'm driving in my convoy profile on the server. So no pro mods. No pro mods for me.
Rashid says that his wife gave her his code, or giving him her code. In marriage, you share everything.
Yep.
Norwegian trucker Nicholas says howdy. He's been celebrating 29 months of membership. And Rashid is celebrating 18 months, says watch those Swifties, Mr. Boomer.
Yep. I'm watching out for him. Well, there's only going to be 5 AI around me. So I should be pretty safe. Should be. I had an incident when I was driving in solo mode the other day. There was a car coming up the on-ramp, and I didn't move over in time, and he plowed right into me like I wasn't there. Or like he didn't see me, I mean. I think Ducky is up quite a ways. Although I didn't see which way he was headed. Let's see if we can see him on the overlay. It's too far away. I'll check again in a little while. Speaking of a little while, what I got left on my clock? 3 hours and a bunch of change. I should find a place to get a coffee soon.
Ducky
there's this
on
place.
his way to Sheffield.
Okay.
Both going north. Sounds like for the meantime, you're not going to run into each other.
Drive just connected to the server. Have a look and see where these guys are. Okay, there's Ducky way up yonder. Where is this? Near Nuremberg.
He says he's heading to Sheffield.
And Drive is... He's in Le Mans at the same place we left off after the last convoy we did together in Euro Truck, because This morning when I went into this profile, I realized that's where I was too. So I had to quick travel down to Sarajevo. Okay. All right. Still have 1,600 kilometers to go. Do a quick few shout outs here. David H74, RD04 Dave, our top ATS driver for March 2023. Troken, Douglas Williams, JC Drives, our top Euro truck driver for March 2025. Thomas Berger, Matthew Roth, Doom 3. All right, let's get that coffee. Get back on the road. Speaking of which, what do we got? 10 hours. So if I go look at about 9 hours. Yep, this will work. We shall go there to get our next coffee. And that is near Linz. After Graz. You know, this truck is acting like it's pulling a heavier load than I am.
Decky says, dang it, rammed it by an AI in a non-collision zone. Bad for my hardcore stats.
Well, I think it's only non-collision for players.
Yeah.
But I guess it's just a reminder that even if we've only got 5 AIs per player, they can still nail you.
Rashid says, what? Ducky is doing hardcore? That can't bode well.
It's been doing hardcore for a long time. Mugwash!
Just a few pounds to cover your coffee breaks. If you pass Drive or Ducky, buy them one as well.
And 4 on that. Thank you. This looks familiar. If this is there's a tunnel up here. I remember doing this one time with Thor coming the other way. I don't know if I was doing it during a live stream. Yep, there's the tunnel. Yep. I believe we passed each other while we were in the tunnel. We didn't see each other.
Striker says, I want another 5-star run. The last has been so long ago. Yesterday I got another 4.9, but 5? No.
Yep, they are and can be elusive.
What are you thanking your wifey for, Rashid?
What was that about?
He said, thanks, wifey.
The who?
Just wondered what he's... Rashid said that.
No. To who? Or is he referring back to when his... Right, or his cold that he got from his wife, okay.
Norwegian trucker Nicholas says, I don't think your cargo is properly secured.
Looks like it. Although I wouldn't put the straps directly over the edges of the I-beams. I'd use little plastic or cardboard thingies so that the sharp edges of the iron or whatever it is don't cut the straps. I would do that differently.
Pogor says, what is a 5-star run? I don't think I've seen one, let alone get one.
They're tough, that's for sure. I've even had one. I think only one.
Norwegian trucker Nicholas says, not nearly enough straps for EU requirements. I would use chains instead. I drove a similar load a couple of days ago in real life.
You know, I would have to agree. Chains would make more sense with a load like this. At least it always did to me. I've seen loads like this with straps. But it seems like chains would make more sense.
Dobbs is here.
Hey,
Mr.
Dobbs.
Heat doubles, says Rashid. And Bedrock is here.
Bedrock. Welcome to the stream, y'all.
Dobbs says to Nicholas that Italians are allergic to securement.
kind of reminds me a little bit of driving through parts of West Virginia. A little bit hilly, lots of trees.
Beautiful countryside, says Knee-High.
Yes. Seeing the occasional deer along the edge of the road, depending on what time of year it was.
Lunchtime, says Rashid. What you bringing us?
Yeah. We're just thinking something similar. What's for lunch? I'm not starving, but I could work up an appetite. Just realized that I involuntarily ducked under that sign.
Rashid says he's having curried chicken, potatoes, and crispy rice.
Well, that sounds really good. As usual, I'm jealous. 278 euros.
He says very spicy. Adam Buser is here.
Hey, Adam. Welcome to the stream.
Asks, how are you doing?
Good. Just working on the challenge. By the way, I was going to post a poll, and I forgot. I was going to ask you guys, for those of you who are not in the Discord, or not in the VTC, I guess I should say, have you been doing your own version of this challenge on your own? Because I did post a link. I've been posting a link to the details of the challenge in the description, including this video. Well, stream.
Adam is back from work, and Pat Fisher is a bit busy these days, no gaming.
Yeah, things get like that at times. haven't been doing too much gaming lately. Not a whole lot of Euro Truck. I mean, it's not as much as I would have expected. I've been we're falling behind in American Truck Sim, both in overall miles on TrucksBook as well as hardcore points in Trucky. So I've been trying to do my part to drive a few miles and get some hardcore points. Ooh, almost hit that. We're really close to moving into third place for Trucky hardcore points for ATS. We're in first place for Euro Truck hardcore points by a long ways. But it's natural, since we've been focusing on Euro Truck so much this month, that we would fall off our efforts in ATS. So what do we got going on here? Whoa.
Mihai says life has kept me quite busy for some time now.
Yeah.
Trackers gain 1 degree? Says hi, man. That's his name, Trackers game, and it looks like 1 degree.
Okay, well, welcome to the stream. There's got to be a story behind that name, I mean. Alright, I shouldn't be trying to drink my coffee while I'm maneuvering through here. It was a little bumpy right here.
Ace's dumb criminals, says hi, Boomer.
Howdy, welcome to the stream.
But I would say all criminals are dumb, not just some. Guy reminds us he's not seeing many likes on the stream. The button must be broke.
What? What? I'll have to put in a service work order for that. Or a service ticket. Or is it a support ticket? I don't know.
Ace's Dumb Criminals says, I saw a YouTube video on Texas DPS's YouTube channel of a human smuggler driving a box truck that got himself arrested.
Yeah. A lot of interesting things like that in the news. Unfortunately. But we try not to focus on things like that. But being a trucking related thing, I can see how that might come up. Slow down. We can just go through without stopping. This is an old border crossing, I take it. But one with a 30-kilometer speed limit. That's annoying. Good thing there were no cops handy. I would have got a ticket. So where are we? We are near... Oh, we just crossed into Austria. We just passed Maribor. Okay. And... getting kind of close to our sleep stop. And there's Drive and there's Ducky. Ducky has moved. I guess he decided it wasn't safe for him there. Well, welcome to Austria.
Adam says, I'm still in central Italy, slowly going east.
Weren't you in Italy last weekend? So for those of you who don't know, there's a hidden road up here, which is showing up right now. So it leaves over there by that Linnaeus and LKW Walter. Crosses under here. And it goes over to the left there, towards Arnold Schwarzenegger's boyhood home.
Jay Ricketts says, hi there, Boomer.
Hey Jay, welcome to the stream.
Adam also says, yes, but there are still uncovered roads I haven't finished yet.
Okay. So is that your goal, to uncover all the roads?
Yes, uncover all the roads one country at a time, he says.
Well, that's pretty aggressive. So busy sightseeing, I can't stay inside the lines.
Trying to become the scenery?
Well, hopefully not.
Pilot Bro says, hey all, stopping in to say what's up. Have a good stream. Back to lurking and working.
Hey, pilot.
Adam says some loads go outside the country, but I like to try and stay in the country when looking for loads. And Jay Ricketts says, what game is the best between Euro Truck and American Truck?
Well, that's an awfully subjective thing. For everybody, it's different. They both have their pros and cons. I love the scenery over here. I love driving in Europe. That's the pro. Con is you gotta drive slow. Speed limits for trucks over here are crazy. They're like worse than California in American Truck Simulator, or what, real life even.
Norwegian trucker Nicholas says, 1 minute you're on the road looking at the scenery, the next minute you're in the scenery looking at the road.
if you're not unconscious. So we have less than 1,000 kilometers to go. We have covered 890-ish. Ooh, another toll booth. We didn't pass into France, did we? I hit the wrong... I did, didn't I? Well, that's crazy. Uh-oh. I'm getting close to somebody. Felt a disturbance in the force, and there is Drive on my radar. Looks like he's going the other way. Yes, he is. Oh. Oops. Well, that was quick. Barely even saw him. And here comes our rest stop for the day. Or for this session.
Pugler says if he knows you've got coffee money, he'd do a U-turn.
That's right. I forgot about that. Look at that scenery. I should take a picture of that. That looks pretty cool. Change the light a little bit.
Those vehicles have the weight of the world on them.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get that coffee and get back on the road. I'll do some shout outs while we're here. Lee Jenkins, Lee01 Mr. Phantom 6767, our top Euro truck driver for October 2024. Jennifer Roth, Colin Percival, Thumper and Bo, Pancake Man, Ken Beard, Rick Rashid is out to lunch. I should have looked for my next stop. Where did Ducky say he was headed?
Brussels.
Really? I thought it was somewhere else.
Or no, Sheffield.
Okay, so the UK.
Mihai's got to get ready for his night job now. Have a good time, he says.
Man. Working hard.
Or hardly working.
He's working 2 jobs. Good man,
just want my Just want my kiddos to have more than I did. I'll do whatever it takes. And Jay Ricketts asks, what are you hauling?
Aluminum profiles. Just looks like I-beams. In fact, it looks like steel I-beams. It says aluminum, and it's only 16 tons. Although it feels heavier.
Wondering, are ferries faster than driving the Adriatic Sea the whole way?
Adriatic?
That's what he says, yeah.
You mean to get over to Kazakhstan or something? I don't think there's a driving route to get to Kazakhstan. Pretty sure that the ferry is the only way to get over there. Oh wait, Adriatic. No, that's around Greece. Greece and Italy. Or, well, between the Balkans and Italy, I think. Yes. Yes, it is. Faster. I mean, even in the game, in your real-time stuff, if you're driving it, well, it takes however long it takes to drive there. If you take a ferry, well, it only takes a few seconds to get across from your ferry departure to your ferry arrival.
Treasure O is here.
Treasure! I saw what looked like a water tower or something up on the hill. Yeah, I can't see it now. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's part of this bridge. But yeah, that's what I saw. Was that... Well, I can't hardly see it now.
Says from Bari to Ancona, real life travel times from port to port.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But it's probably still quicker to do that than to drive around. In fact, I'd bet money on that. He does that sometimes. Well, guys, we're gonna have to change the time again. I'm gonna change it in 3, 2, 1. Now there's probably a delay from hearing me on the stream.
Striker says 11 hours, 15 minutes. Driving for sure is faster.
Driving around the Adriatic is faster than taking the ferry across? Doesn't sound right. I mean, I know the ferry moves slower. I don't know how fast the ferry goes. 10, 15 knots or whatever.
And he adds Barry to Ancona.
Well, I guess I'd have to look and see where Ancona is. Is it up the coast in Italy, or is it across the Adriatic? Because if it's up the coast of Italy, then yeah, it's faster to drive.
Both
Okay.
are in Italy.
Then yes. I was thinking Ancona was over in the Balkans somewhere. But if they're both in Italy, then no, it's quicker to drive by far.
Ancona to Dubrovnik is about 8 hours.
I just had it in my mind that Ancona was like more or less directly across the Adriatic from Bari. Obviously that's not the case, but that's what I was thinking. And my thought was, if you have to drive all the way up to the top of the Adriatic and then all the way back down, that's a long drive.
J. Ricketts asks, are Scania V8 very fast?
As fast as any other truck with a V8. Depends on what you're hauling. It depends on, well, not what you're hauling, because all other things being equal, it depends more about the motor you have. The V8s, they're all pretty much over, as far as I know, they're over 500 horsepower. If you had a man with a V8 in it, it would be just as quick, most likely. Or a DAF.
And as Striker points out, limited to 90 kph is all Euro trucks.
But that's still faster than a ferry. Probably by about a factor of 4. $650 kilometers to go. this particular Scania, the way it's equipped, I do struggle to get up to speed. The motor in this one is 500. It's not a V8. It's actually a inline 6. I had a V8 in it, 700, either 730 or 770 horsepower. But when I got the Zeemods engine and sound mod, DC13 Super, it max engine size is 500 horsepower. So it struggles. What do we got up here? Oh, just an overhead gantry. Looks like Striker's like the number 2 chatter, or yeah. Oh, he was 3, now he's 2. Confused by that. No, he is. Oh, he's been 2. I got it worked out yet. Anyway, who's number 1? The Striker talking a lot there. Who's number 1? Could it be Rashid?
Yep. Actually, they're tied. Striker says, not anymore. Claiming that for himself.
He's still number 2.
Didn't get XP for that, he says, yeah. We noticed. No idea why.
Maybe there's a cooldown period. Maybe YouTube thinks you're spamming the chat.
He says, who knows? Not that it matters. And Norwegian Trucker Nicholas says, so spamming doesn't work. Jay Rickett says, are you playing with mods, Boomer?
Of course I am. I was just talking about mods. Some of my mods. All of my mods are in the description below. I am using the Zeemods are paid mods. They're not free. I mean, he has some free ones, but the engine sound mods are not free. They're pretty good, except I wish that it had more powerful motors in the pack.
Striker says, I'm trying to get 10 to 15 horsepower. 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 10 to 15 NR1 ETS driver, #1 driver for ETS in June. Far more important than these gimmicks.
What gimmicks?
XP gimmicks.
Oh.
That's a YouTube thing, nothing from corporate. He says, I see no purpose in these.
Not really. I mean, it's kind of neat to get the one of the 3 crowns next to your name. But personally, I don't really care that much about it. It's neat for people who like to do that, but let's see, where are we? Approximately. Oh, we're coming up on Frankfurt. That's probably, yep. Frankfurt is just to the north of us. Yeah, that was the, to the right there is the road to Frankfurt. Let's see, we've got 5 hours, so I need to find somewhere about 3.5 hours.
Adam says SCS is working on the next DLC, Iceland.
Yep. I read the blog post, watched the video. It's pretty exciting. Plus, there's been a lot of chatter about it in the Discord today. We've got some folks in our community that live in Iceland. So there are resident experts.
Trucker Nicholas says ProMods will lose all its users.
I don't think so. I mean, ProMods will break whenever that comes out. I mean, that's still a year off, probably.
He adds, unless they expand into Asia or Africa.
Well, they've already started expanding into Asia and Middle East. And they're talking about Africa. They're working with someone else who's already done some stuff in Northern Africa, and they're looking to incorporate what they've done, I believe, is what they're going to do. Maybe they could do more stuff in Greenland. I don't know. I don't know if there's more roads that head north to some of the other settlements way up north in Greenland. Could be like driving in parts of Iceland in ProMods now. I should probably do a live stream driving in ProMods Iceland. I haven't done that in a long time. I was thinking about that recently before they made the announcement. Probably because I saw somebody who drove up there. I saw a job report for the VTC. Someone had driven a load up onto the island, Iceland. And I thought, you know, I haven't been up to Iceland in a long time. In fact, the last time I was in Iceland, ProMods, was after the version, was when the version came out that had Greenland in it. But that's been months ago, last year sometime. Look, see where we are. Going. Okay, we're already past Wiesbaden, I guess. And other places. I remember going to a discotheque, and I think it was Wiesbaden, or it could have been, it had to be Wiesbaden. Or Mainz. Yeah, discotheque. They still have those? I mean, they had, at that point in time, they had already kind of faded away in the U.S., or were beginning to. So I was surprised to see one when I was in Germany. was 45 years ago. It was probably 1979, so I guess it was 46 years ago. Oh, I feel so old. I think now I'm going to need to lie down. Oh, kind of quote pug wash there. I'm going to need a lie down after that.
Jimu Gaming says hi.
Hey there, Jimu. Welcome to the stream. Well, this looks like I haven't been to any of this area since the last rework. Germany rework. Because it's all gray. And I can see that I am uncovering road as I go. Okay, now I can see up ahead there's some yellow. What do we got? Oops. 3 hours. I'll go one more.
Our region trucker Nicholas says, my parents were kids in '79.
I should have stopped at that rest area back there.
What?
I think we just entered Belgium, right? Or is it Luxembourg? Whoop. Well, we almost took the scenic route. Well, worst case, we can actually get all the way to Brussels. But I do want to stop and do the coffee thing. That's a garage. I'm not going there. Yep, we're going to Brussels. I think, yes. Liège Airport. Sunflowers. bit ahead of schedule. So as far as the challenge goes, I believe there's 35 countries to deliver a load to and then get back to Frankfurt. 34 or 35. Two people have already completed it. It's a lot of driving. Stryker is one of them, and I think he did like 65,000 kilometers. Vigner is the other one. The other driver that finished it. I don't remember how many kilometers he drove it in.
54,334.
Okay.
35 legs.
This has been quite a journey, starting down in Bosnia, driving all the way up here to Northern Europe, well, Belgium. I don't remember how far into the challenge this is. 7 or 8 or 9 legs. If you go to the website link in the description below, you can see the answer to that question, or you could count them. Actually.
There's a little piece of trivia for everybody. I shared this with Boomer before the stream started. I was looking through my Facebook wall. Memory popped up from 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago today that Boomer was the special guest on the SCS live stream.
Yeah, that blew me away. I didn't realize it had been that long ago. Okay, this looks like a sleep trigger coming up. I guess I'll even get fuel. Two years. We've gained a few new members in the Discord as a result of that. It was a lot of fun. I'd like to do it again. Let's see, Road Trip Nerd, Grumpy Gruntpaw Gaming, Stiggy Stigs 122, Ken Maselman, Avnish Awashti, Mr. Whiskey TV. I'll pull up and hit the sleep trigger and do a couple or a few more.
Is that somebody else on the server there? Up by your delivery point?
Let's drive. He get past us. Whitby Gaming, Aiden, DJ Yates, Mr. Keith W. Collins. Let's take a look at the map. Hey, what's that? So yes, drive is there. Bet Ducky is there too. Look at those guys just hanging out, trying to ambush me at my delivery. That's what they're up to.
Got past using magic, says Drive.
Yeah. Shredder 89, Josh, Gazemli Adam 20, Pupils, Truck Dog Gaming, Japsize 0585, Boo Father 38, Daniel Simpson, Jack Fox 93272620 Gaming. There's got to be a story behind that. Joshua Morrow, and sick of it all. Aren't we all? Okay. Let's
And with that, I have to take my leave. I've got a heart out here, so.
Yeah, Lurch has to head out.
We will catch you all tomorrow on the live streams.
Yep, we got a members live stream tomorrow, same time as this one, and I'm thinking about doing a Q&A for tomorrow for the members live stream. And then in the evening will be, I don't know what I'm doing yet. Possibly another run for the challenge. Ooh, I feel a disturbance in the force. Possibly another run for the challenge. Because I feel like I'm falling behind.
Last word before I head out, don't forget there's a drawing coming up at the end of this stream.
That's right, doing the runners up drawing as soon as I finish this delivery. Which is going to be in just a couple minutes. I thought for sure I was going to get a ticket for a red light on that. There's our delivery, and there's a couple of drivers. Ducky and Drive. Oh, look at that. The rain just started. Yes, Ducky, we should show off your trailer skin. Same with Drive. I assume Drive has, or at least his truck skin. 1,700 kilometers, it says. It was farther than that, but I guess it's because it's on a server. Oh well, that's the downside of being on a server. Yep, Trucky has got a custom trailer skin that he earned. Or won. I don't know if it was as a runner-up drawing or something else. I think Nicholas created this. I don't remember. Probably, yeah, he had to have. Here, let me get out in photo mode. Ooh, what's this? Yikes. I just found myself inside Drive's truck. That was scary. Let me clear this rain. Here we go. That's better. Yeah, there's Ducky's trailer skin with his ducky. And we've got our Trucknado logo there and the Viking ship. And on the back is the dartboard with the Swedish and Belgian flags, because Ducky is originally from Sweden, but he lives here in Belgium at the moment. Well, I don't know about at the moment. Yes, that's what I thought. Nicholas made that. And there's Drive. Nice. Okay, well, that's going to do it for the driving part of this stream. Hello, Oliver. Welcome to the stream. We had a tough time coming up with that Ducky image way back when we did his first truck skin. Ooh, I forgot about that. Yeah, it turned out really good. Okay, so I'm going to let's see here. I've got to do some finagling. Actually think I will get off the server, shut down my game. And I've got to switch over here to pull up the wheel of names. Let me do that quick. To-do. Okay, let me turn off some other things. We don't need that on here. Hey, no Swifties. How about that? Okay. There is the wheel of names, but there's just no names on it. So let me do that. I have over here names. So we've got several. So here's what we're going to do. This is for the month of May. You know what I didn't do? I didn't read off the synopsis for how we did during the month of May. So let's see. In May, for American Truck Simulator, we finished 23rd on TrucksBook with 479,000 miles. On Trucky, we finished second for hardcore simulation, hardcore points, with over 246,000 hardcore points. Our top ATS driver for last month was the last Red Shoulder with 77,000 miles, followed by Wiz Nation in his first month with over 69,000 miles. So he did quite a bit in his first month. In Euro Truck for May, we finished on TrucksBook, we finished 168th with 470,000 kilometers. And on Trucky Hardcore Sim mode, we finished third with almost 149,000 hardcore points. Our top driver for Euro Truck last month was Chamu Cost with 48,860 kilometers. Second place was Pugwash with 47,000 kilometers. So now we're going to do the runners-up drawing for both ATS and Euro Truck. So I guess I could have had my camera on while I was rattling all that off, eh? A little late now, I suppose, but whatever. Okay, so here we have, I guess there's enough room for me to be on there. Yeah, okay, I'll stay on. So here we have the people who are eligible for runners-up. We have a couple people, 3 people, who have more than one entry because they did multiples of the minimum miles. Minimum miles for our American Truck Simulator is 10,000. So if these drivers all did at least 10,000. And then we also had some people, welcome back, Rick. We also had some people who were not eligible. Wiz Nation, who drove a lot, he was actually second place. He's also not eligible. He's still a recruit. Last Red Shoulder was top driver, so he's not eligible for the runners up. And of course, I'm not eligible because, you know, it's me. Pilot Bro was not eligible last month, but he is this month. I made a change. So moving forward, beginning in June, all Discord management staff or all staff members are now eligible for the runners up drawing. So we have some people who were not eligible for other reasons, such as they won recently. So there's a cooling off period. Texas Swedes is also a new member. So anyway, so I'm going to copy these. Paste them in here. And then I'm going to shuffle these once, twice, 3 times and spin. I'm going to actually select 2. Crazy Wolf. Because I want to back up in case the first person is not available or for whatever reason. So Crazy Wolf is the winner of the primary drawing for American Truck Simulator. And I will shuffle it again 3 times. Once, twice, 3 times. Spin. Our backup winner is Aztec TV. Okay. So we will remove all of those. And now I will bring as I find my mouse, I will bring the list back in. And now we'll look at Euro Truck. So let me see, did we have a winner here? I mean, you know, any of the people that just won the Crazed or, yeah, so Crazed is not on the Euro Truck list. There's Ducky. And Wim can only win a convoy. Redbeard can only win a convoy because they recently won a custom skin. All right, so I'm going to shuffle it once, twice, 3 times, and spin for our primary winner. Vigner. Is Vigner eligible? Because if so, I know he doesn't like the convoy, so he would only do a skin. So anyway, we'll shuffle some more. 1, 2, 3, spin. Redbeard is our backup in the event that Vigner is unable to or unwilling to do a convoy. I know Vigner doesn't like to do convoys, or whichever. Most miles in Euro Truck Rick, which I already announced, was Shamukost. 48,860 kilometers. So it's pretty close. Yeah, that's going to do it. Let me put this back. 1 second. I'll be messaging. I already forgot. Crazed Wolf and Vigner shortly, later today. Happy chili lunch, Boomer. I don't have any chili. It's definitely not chili here. It's what is the temperature here? And I'll convert to Celsius for all you folks. It's 40 degrees here, and it's still climbing. That's 104 right now, headed for 106. So yeah, it's pretty toasty here. Friday was chili day. No, chili's good any day, but I don't have any because I already ate it. So, and I'm out. Anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't left your like yet, please do so on your way out the door. Thank you for the super chat, I think it was. And we'll be back tomorrow. So join us in. Thanks for being here.